gonna come on here and say something very hot take at 2 a.m. in the morning. Y'all are gonna be very surprised come February 28th.
So today we're doing a quick update on what Nova's been doing over the past weeks. Nova has been posting new watermarks on his videos so that people cannot repost his content, but people have called him out on this because he hasn't been posting it on every video. And he's restarting content about his weight loss journey that he started at the beginning of this year, and he is posting old draft content from his phone because his phone is running out of space. Nova is also starting to make more series. Now, these are series that Nova is not going to complete anytime soon, but he keeps making more and more. So let's get into this. So let's start with Nova making these text-only TikToks. Now, these text-only TikToks were basically taking over where Nova would be talking about like his cameo, if Nova's feeling depressed, or he's posting different types of content. So instead of making a video, he's just making these text TikToks instead. And some of the comments on some of these text-only TikToks are very, very funny, especially the one where it says that he's feeling so negative that he wishes he can crawl under a rock forever. And one of the top comments said, "Do you think you're fit?" Speaking of fit, let's go into Nova's weight loss journey. So Nova did start this around like February of this year. Earlier this year, Nova posted a picture of himself at the gym, and he was claiming that he would give himself a year to lose some weight and get down to an ideal weight. And around mid-November 2025, he did post on his TikTok that he was really disgusted with himself, that he was going to try to take showers, he was going to make himself healthier and try to eat healthier. Now, just recently, Nova has been saying that he has lost some weight and he is looking forward to everybody seeing him in February of next year when he posts a picture of himself again, showing how much weight he lost. And now Nova does do a weight check-in to show that he is actually down some pounds.
All right, y'all, I want to give a little context on my last video when I said you were all going to be real surprised come February 28th. So earlier this year, I posted a video in the gym saying that I'm going to record a video 1 year from now documenting my weight loss. At the time, I was around 280 pounds. And I'm going to be grabbing my scale shortly, and I'm going to be showing you what I weigh right now as kind of sort of a right down the middle thing, even though I'm a few months late. Let me just grab out my scale. I'm also wearing the lightest clothes possible so that they don't obstruct my actual weight. There it goes. Oh, that's a little bit lower than when I last weighed myself. So see guys, I'm actually losing a little bit of weight. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I've lost a lot of weight within the last few months. So, yeah, there's your proof.
Now, I think it's good that, Nova is losing weight and that Nova says that he's down some pounds and he's really excited about that. But do I think that Nova is going to keep this weight off forever? No. I feel that he's just going to gain it all back because he's doing these food reviews and he's getting like a bunch of fast food and he's not really doing any exercising or anything that we're seeing. So all these sugary drinks and all these food reviews are just going to keep adding to this weight. And to me, it just seems like he just remembered this weight loss goal that he did at the beginning of this year because of his quote unquote, his self-improvement saga. I feel like this is just something that he's like, oh, I can add this on. It's just like the showers. It's just like the eating healthier foods TikTok. It's not going to last and he's just going to gain the weight back. Now let's talk about all of Nova's series because a lot of these have gone unfinished or they've been sitting in his back catalog and now he's finally posting more videos on these different series. He probably has over 1,000+ series at this point in time because he's just looking for content. To me, it's just a push that he keeps creating all these different series just to get some kind of content. Now he has added some new series just in the couple weeks that I haven't covered Nova. He has added a Arizona versus Peace Tea and he's now comparing them. He's now asking for his followers to give him their McDonald's coffee orders. This is kind of like the Starbucks orders from like a while back that he was doing just to get some engagement and some more content ideas.
Hey 18+ fans, if anyone actually orders coffee from Mickey D's, what do you order? Because I want to try my followers' McDonald's coffee orders. So let me know. I'm genuinely curious and I am really looking forward to the series. The two kings of budget drinks, Arizona and Peace Tea. If you know me well and have been a long time fan, you guys know, guys, girls, and everyone in between know that I have been on the Arizona train pretty much my whole life. I've been a Hufflepuff to Arizona. Now, we're gonna cross that bridge, and I am gonna be trying Peace Tea for the first time. Mouse, why did you get in the camera? That's staying in the fucking video, this is fucking funny. Now, I don't think I've had this flavor of Peace Tea before, because, as I've said, I've been a lifetime Arizona fan, so if this gets me to change sides, I will be surprised. Likely I won't, because I'm a Hufflepuff, and Hufflepuffs are loyal to their team, but let's crack this open. Oh, that peach smells so much better than Arizona's, it's not even funny. Anyways, let's try it out. Diboja. Not bad. It's got a nice nice defined peach flavor, and not to mention, it's not too sweet. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what Arizona's peach tea tastes like. So, on Christmas Day, I will be comparing the peach tea to Arizona's peach tea on Christmas Day. Be on the lookout for that video, y'all. Hey, Nova Kadri.
You can hear Nova's dog scratching and making noises during this video, which is like, Nova, you could have probably took your phone somewhere and moved it somewhere else away from your dog. But this feeds into my point that Nova is just running out of content, or he doesn't know how to keep his content going, because him saying that, oh, I'm gonna compare the flavors, but in this video, I'm just gonna drink the peach tea flavor, and then on Christmas Day, you guys get to know what I actually think of them, comparing both of them. And it's just like, he's dragging out this content now just to have people come back. But let's be real, Nova makes all these series, but he either gets too lazy to keep up with them, or he just forgets about them. And many people in his comment sections have been pointing this out too, that Nova starts all these series, but then he never finishes them. And this is probably going to happen with this new, oh, let's compare these flavors to one another. So now let's look at some of these series that Nova has started. Now, Nova has been doing some stuff with board games and any games that his fans give him. And recently he's been doing some board games. He's been adding on to this. And a lot of people said that some of these board game ones he's horrible at because he's not able to explain how you play them or what he actually thinks about them. So like in this video, he had to redo this Harry Potter video because the first time he didn't really explain anything, and he had to like remake it and kind of show off the different pieces.
Last video, I reviewed Monopoly Harry Potter. Let's take a deeper dive into it. So it says in here that the first step, you got to choose someone to be the prefect or the banker, which is what this little crest is for. They just place it in front of them and then they become the banker. Then each player gets 5 of the 50 coins and 5 of the 10 coins. Then I found out what the owl was for. It's for the owl post on the board. So basically, you shuffle the owl post cards and you just place them. Inside of the owl, which is what that little stand is for. It holds up the cards. And then each player chooses a house card, and whatever house they get is what they're sorted into. And then each player picks a token. In regards of how you play, it's just like regular Monopoly. However, when all properties are taken, the person with the most properties at the end of the game wins. However, instead of houses and hotels, we get house crests. Each property can only have 1 house crest, and that increases the rent on the deed. This Monopoly is definitely a little bit more complicated than the average Monopoly. I'm actually curious, before I end the video, I want to see what some of the owl post cards say. Okay, just for fun, I want to see what house I'm in, so I'm going to shuffle up the cards. And then I'm just going to randomly choose one. Let's hope I get Hufflepuff. I'm choosing a card. What house am I in? Ravenclaw used to be my house, damn it! Let's go ahead and look at the deeds and the owl post cards. Alright, so immediately in the owl post cards, I've noticed some of these are red. And I'm assuming they're the penalty cards. So let's go ahead, mix up the owl post cards, and I'm going to read one of them directly out. You befriend Nearly Headless Nick, and he shares little-known secrets about the castle with you. Move directly to go. You are awarded 20 house points. Hey, if you're a Gryffindor, you get 40 house points. Let's read one of the red cards now. Another detention, sneaking into the Hufflepuff common room. What were you thinking? You lose 10 house points to each player. If any Hufflepuffs are playing, you lose 20 house points to each. Ouch. And if you're wondering, these are the house crests.
Before I wrap up, I just want to look at Nova putting watermarks on his videos. Now, some of them don't have it, and people are saying, well, that was short-lived. It's because Nova's lazy and he doesn't want to do really too much editing or really editing at all. And some of his draft videos have these as well, because majority of these newer videos are just draft videos, because Nova said that he needs to clear space off on his phone, so he's just been posting his drafts. So this first video is going to be Nova doing like a pizza review, and in the background, you can actually hear his fire alarm chirping. And then in the second video, it's him doing a Wendy's Wednesday review, and this time he doesn't have a watermark on it.
Trying Papa John's brand new Papa Dipper pizza. We're not going to try the garlic sauce. We all know what it tastes like. So let's start off with the garlic hot honey. Never mind, the first ingredient of that is corn syrup. So we're going to try it with this hot honey. Now let's try it with the diluted shit. Oh yeah, the first one is so much better. Like, the first one is made with real honey, a touch of Carolina Reaper. It's only got 3 ingredients. However, this hot honey has 69 million different ingredients. It's not very 6-7 of them. Next, the creamy garlic pesto. Let's try this out. Hold on, I need one more bite. Okay. This one ain't bad at all. It's like the perfect amount of garlic. And it is definitely amazing. So much better than that hot honey. And finally, let's try the roasted garlic parmesan. Can someone explain why each of these sauces have some sort of garlic component? It just doesn't make so much sense to me. You always dip it in the garlic parmesan? It's alright. So now to explain each one. The garlic hot honey is very diluted. It's horrible. That one's last place for me. The roasted garlic parmesan has a nice forward garlic flavor, but I can't taste much of the parmesan. It's like your average garlic parm sauce. That's in the middle. However, the creamy garlic pesto, the perfect amount of garlic, but however, it doesn't have that like pesto texture that you're looking for. But I am ignoring that. The taste itself is enough to put it at number 1. And that's my rankings. Nope. This will probably be over by the time it came out, but Wendy's and Wednesday from Netflix did a collab, and I'm going to try the Raven's Blood Frosty and Dips of Dread today. We've got the rest in 10-piece chicken nuggets with the Dips of Dread. Let's try this first one. Alright, it smells like a buffalo ranch. Let's try this out. Spicier than I thought. Now the second dip of Dread, which looks like teriyaki sauce. Pretty good. I like the first dip of Dread better than the second because it had a little bit more flavor. The second one doesn't have much flavor. Now, the Raven's Blood Frosty. I got the vanilla. Alright. A little bit of black cherry. A little bit of vanilla. This does not taste like cough medicine at all. Everyone is lying. I absolutely love black cherry, and this delivered. I don't get, like, everyone I've watched said that tastes like cough syrup. It does not. It tastes absolutely amazing. I'm gonna go enjoy this. The Raven's Blood Frosty gets an 8 out of 10 for me. The first dip of Dread gets a 7 out of 10, and the second one gets a 5. No Vine Universe, signing off.
Yes, I could have picked a better video without the chirping fire alarm, but I think it was very funny and it just shows how low effort Nova is putting into his TikTok videos. Like, he could have done that when the train ended, or he could have just done it somewhere else, like in his room, but he had to just do it right there and just post it. And in the Wednesday review, his chewing terrible, and it was like, couldn't you have like eaten a little bit nicer? But that is all the updates I have on Nova. Really, the biggest things is that he's now putting watermarks on his videos, and he is now trying to do his weight loss journey again and trying to bring that back. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.